Hi, we're joined here with Gianluca from DXC. So, Gianluca, I have a few questions for you. So, firstly, how would advances in technology redefine the role of insurers in the future?
Technology offers many opportunities for insurers in order to advance in their activity. It can help to increase efficiency. It can help to provide a better service to their customer, and it can help in general to work better, especially with the advent of generative AI. This is raising the bar for what is possible compared to before. There is a lot of tasks and activities in insurance which requires knowledge of the context, where the rules of what needs to be done are not exactly defined and formalized in a script or in a set of rules. And that's where generative AI can provide a lot of value. Probably you heard a lot of talking about generative AI these days and the value which can provide practically in every area. I'm a big believer that generative AI will be very transformative. And in insurance, I see a lot of areas and context where really generative AI can provide value, ranging from just give to the customer a more simple way to approach the insurance company, which means reducing the friction. Because insurance companies have products which sometimes are a bit very articulate and a bit difficult to understand, generative AI can provide a better understanding to them, and also a more convenient way to simply ask questions and to integrate with their life, with what they are doing. Having more context of what the customer is doing, the insurers can provide a better integration. Whenever the customer, just to give you an example, is calling for a claim, having the operator which, thanks to generative AI, knows better what is the situation with the customer, what the customer is going through, makes all the difference for him. And in turn, it's better for the insurance as well, because a happier customer is a more loyal customer. And internally as well, the insurers can reduce a lot of their inefficiencies and costs simply because the human staff, which is not going to disappear anytime soon, can focus on the value, while the repetitive part is more and more automated. And humans and AI tend to make less mistakes and together do a better job.
That is true. I think definitely you point out true things that are happening right now in the industry as well. And I do want to ask you a second question as well.
Sure.
In what ways can insurers prepare for the evolving expectations of the next generation of customers?
Fundamentally, being aligned with what the technology has to offer. Of course, technology is advancing quite quickly, and from the insurers that poses a challenge. There is a lot of new skills and which they need to acquire, and every time a new technology is available, the question is where it can be applied, where it can bring value. I think from the insurance perspective, what is very important is to work with the ecosystem, to work with system integrators like us, technology companies like AWS and DXC, in order to see what is available in the market, get ideas about how the technology can be applied, and also to look at their peers. Whenever something is working, then the competition should align, otherwise they will simply stay behind.
I think definitely you do point out something that's true. Competition and everyone always has to stay ahead, which is why I think DXC is always trying to look ahead into the future. What are next plans and next action steps as well? And I do have my final question for you. How do you envision the balance between human expertise and automation evolving in insurance?
That's a big question, not for me, but for everyone, really. There is a lot of different positions depending on the company and the role about how much the technology should do compared to the human. There is also a lot of ethical problems because inevitably, and a big believer of that, inevitably technology will displace jobs, like it happened in the past when a job like analyzing claims or automating any type of approval workflow like underwriting decision can be automated, and before was requiring hundreds of people, while the same work can be done better by 1/10 of the people. Inevitably there is a matter of responsibility from that company, from that people, trying to reallocate the human and rethink the way the work is distributed in an organization is not a small problem. On our side, what we are doing is to be engaged in a constant conversation with the customers about, on the first side, where the technology can bring value. And the second side is how what the technology brings can be, on the human side, redistributed to provide value somewhere else. The idea is that the sum of the parts should not be the same, but should be higher. More efficiency, less errors, better support from the customers, and in turn is a better also life from the employees. That takes time. And of course there are inefficiencies, but it's something which is happening slowly or more faster depending on the case.
Definitely. Thank you so much for sharing your insights. It was really helpful as well. Thank you so much. And this was Gianluca from DXC.
Thank you for having me.